Run! Run! Oh! How did it? Stand down. Mommy, how did you let me see the walls? Play another game. Okay guys, welcome. To I play. Mojang. Yeah, this is like I'm gonna go watch YouTube. No internet.
The villagers have trapped every
Hello, Tisam. Isam, there's no internet.
villager inside this one hall. So if we break it and free them, they'll give us illegal villager-only items to defeat the Pillager King. Man's nose is so big, he's definitely hiding the illegal items in there. And what is this? Villager Bonker? What does this even do? You're telling me that every time I give this man brain damage, he vomits out emeralds? But why emeralds? Maybe I'll need them later on? I don't understand. How dare you free him? The Pillager King? Who is this and where is... That has to be where the Pillager King is hiding. Turns out, the Pillager King is forcing villagers to expand his empire. And if I don't stop him before the castle is built, it will turn every villager into a pillager. Who even is this king? And why is this coward not facing me head on? I'ma bonk him with my villager head, dude. And wait, Wait, what's that bar? 27%. What? Bro, we need to be quick if we're gonna stop them. I need to get there ASAP. Come on. Whoa, what was that? Gold Digger Villager. All right, come on. We're gonna build out a little bit of platform so we don't miss any items here. What is the Gold Digger Villager gonna do? You better not be planning to steal my YouTube money. Bro, what is the outfit? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna ask any questions then. What are these? Villager Copter Squidward Jet. Tortured Village. 1 million emeralds. How am I gonna get that? It's gonna take forever with the Villager Bunker. That only gives me like 10, 20, barely anything. I'm never gonna get there unless we can get better items. I mean, there has to be a better item. Surely, those trees that gives emeralds. I guess this is all we can really afford. Let's whip this bad boy out and... Bro, what? Are you going through something? What's going on? He's just walking off. Did his family break up? Did his child die? Dude's going through some serious depression. I can help you. Bro, man is sticking out his gap for the Rizzler. He's so skibbity. He's so fat and tagged. Wait, why is he growing trees? I didn't know villagers literally turn into the Lorax when they get depressed. This is so weird. And hold up, the trees, they're dropping emeralds. Look at my emerald count. They're going up half, dude. So when they drop into the void, they add to my counter if I pick them up. Oh, check that out. This is emeralds for days, boys. As long as we keep going, we should be able to afford some of these items soon, right? This is passive income, lesson in financials. Wait, hold up. Those trees look an awful lot like villagers. A little bit sus if you ask me. I don't know. Wait, dude, look at those villagers. They're literally being forced to construct that castle, working against their own will. We are going to free them. This is the first time I've ever said we're going to free villagers. Usually I'm burning their villages down. But given the fact that I'm stranded out here in the middle of nowhere, and if the Pillager King takes over, he's probably going to kill me as well. I think we have more pressing matter at hands. I can't English. This is honestly the most satisfying part of today. What is that? Something looks very wrong with this dude. Villager girlfriend! I can't place it down. I don't know what gender you are, so I'll give the villager girlfriend to this guy because he's clearly depressed. He definitely went through a breakup. I am so sorry. All right, let's continue onwards. Snotty Nose Gun, what does this do? Once we head over to the castle, hopefully it will be helpful in some way. Hold on, witches. Oh my gosh. 3 of them. This is the perfect time to use the Snotty Nose Gun. All right, we'll build out here and... What? Dude, it just coated them in snot. And hold up, they can't move. And the snot's poisoning them. This is awesome. Bro, they lost their hats. Get snotted on, boys. So that's what villagers use their big nose for, snotting on things. We're gonna use the villager's #1 weapon. The villager! Get punked, yo! Oh, yo, I can freeze them and then knock them off. Why didn't I think of that strategy before? I am the small brain. Alright, let's... Emerald, baby! Honestly, guys, if I wasn't trying to save the villagers right now, I would just be taking this money and trading it because, I'm kind of broke. Please like and subscribe to this video so I can feed my family. What the... Is that an emerald cake? Dude, eating that gave me so many effects. Speed and haste. I'm no poor man anymore. I can afford emerald cakes. Oh my gosh, they're building like crazy. Holy, we need to move. We're about halfway there now. I was hoping we could get something a little bit more powerful because right now all we got is a snot gun and I don't really want to... What is that? Villager cannon, launch yourself into Tomorrowland? This thing can launch me? Well, I mean, it makes sense. Look at the size of that mouth, but I have to go inside the mouth of the villager. You know, that's sus, but this will be perfect. Once we're well prepared, we might not even need to build a full bridge. We can use this to launch ourselves in. Clearly, there's some more powerful stuff in here. What do we get there? Another...
This is every mind-blowing illusion in Minecraft. Starting with a big fat yes. Or actually... well, let's see. You ever wish a yes or no question had a choice for all of the above? Well, that's...
Guys, have you ever left your TV on? Well...
This pillow looks illegal, but it's made in vanilla. And here's how you can use item frames to transform your room from this into this. And these are 179 Minecraft build hacks that you need to try. And hey, according to the YouTube gods, no one's ever subscribed to the channel using their left pinky. So if you're up to that challenge, point your 5th digit at that red sub button below. It's free, and it helps out a ton. Maybe you've heard this before, but you can't sleep now. There's monsters nearby. But when you look around, you don't see any. Enter the monster under your bed. See, if you dig a 2-block hole underneath the bed, add in a daylight sensor, and then place an armor stand on top, it'll be just the right height to see the eyes of the monster head peek through right here, which is a good way to startle anyone who walks into your guest bedroom. Now that 1.19 is out, you'll want to get yourself a frog-like farm, because it turns out these things are perfect for paper lanterns. Simply place them sideways, and these will fit right into place, especially if you add a fence on top and a button underneath like this user did. Then it'll look like it's actually stuck on the pole. Nice touch. Why does this river look better than this one? Well, even though they're both filled with water, what's underneath that water makes all the difference. And as we can surely see here, if you use blue blocks in the lake bed, you get a much prettier, more vibrant body of water. So if you've got the cyan dye, I would opt for this instead of yet another muddy patch of dirt and clay. let's make a working globe in Minecraft. Now, Minecraft already has a globe in the cartography table, but compared to this one that we're gonna build, that's not even on the same level. Sure enough, by using the commands that user JMHMirror lays out, we can use an armor stand with a special player head to slowly rotate in place on our desk. And while the commands to do it look pretty scary, don't worry. All you need to know is that this one summons in the globe armor stand, and then this one, when put in a repeating command block, will rotate that armor stand like so. Bridges are nothing new to Minecraft, but a rusty bridge, that's something fresh. Ironically so, I guess. With the help of the new mangrove roots, we can make these cool metal bridges to connect parts of your industrial base. And while I wouldn't suggest stepping on top of it without a tetanus shot, it does make for a new staple to a post-apocalyptic build. End rods are an expensive light source, but when used like this, it might be worth the splurge. By just placing these horizontally, we can line the sides with leathers and make a sleek-looking fluorescent light. And as this post notes, this could look great when you place it above a couple of your crops, especially because the particle effects will make it look like it's watering them, adding both function and form to the farm. Minecraft trees don't usually have branches, so let's fix that. With the help of hidden armor stands, you can add in little log details to your tree trunks. That way, you don't have to wait for a big oak tree to grow before you get any branches for yourself. Minecraft torches don't burn out, but we can make it look like they do. By simply using redstone torches instead, we can power these to make a really cool effect for your next mine shaft. And considering the only other way to get torches to burn out is to play on the April Fool's release of Minecraft 2.0, I'd say this is a step up, for sure. Now, you probably don't want to sit on a campfire, but extinguish it and add some signs like so. Now we've got ourselves a bench that's worth trying. And while that's a solid start, what I love about this example is the little bit of pathland in front of the bench, which makes it look like it's stamped down from all the people who sat there, bringing it all together to make this perfect for a future park. At first, shroom lights and dead coral don't seem to have anything in common, but when you place them side by side, you'll recognize that a dead bubble coral block looks like a depleted shroom light. So if you want to make it look like part of your store's light up sign burnt out, this is easily the best way to do that. If you're MapBat, you'll want to pay attention to this one, because as you can see, we've put some familiar animatronics into Minecraft. As the channel Beastin' and Feastin' shows, all we need are some armor stands posed the right way to make one of these creepy characters right in vanilla. Just make sure you sleep after you build them. I wouldn't want to risk a night shift around these. Be careful with this, because if you stare too closely, it might just hurt your head. Because what we've done here with glazed terracotta is definitely confusing. But if you peek behind these stairs, you'll notice that it's just magenta glazed terracotta placed in a certain way, which if we then cover up, can make the illusion of a circle from the front. Minecraft chests are functional, but they're not always the best looking in bulk. So by instead using blocks like beehives and looms, we can make these believable looking piles of boxes. Or hey, use barrels and you can still even use them for storage. In Minecraft, you don't need to water your plants, but maybe we should have. See, if you mix in the new mangrove roots, we can make a convincing set of dead, or it'll look like a wallpaper ripped straight out. I think this adds in a lot of personality, and you can still even use them for storage. In Minecraft, you don't need to water your plants, but maybe we should have. See, if you mix in the new mangrove root,
Go.
we can make a convincing set of dead or dying plants. And honestly, I think this adds in a lot of personality to your builds, even if it is a little creepy. So you're probably not building your house out of melon, but this might make you reconsider. Because strangely enough, if you use melon blocks as a texture for your walls, it'll look like a wallpaper ripped straight out of the 60s. And hey, mix in some green furniture, this will actually start to look kind of nice, even if it is a little dated. See this splash of color in the water? Well, this here's a life preserver. And it's so easy to build, I'm sure you can tell how to do it just by looking at it. But what really goes the extra mile here is that if you play on Bedrock, you can tie your boat to a lead and attach it to a fence underneath the ring of glass, making it look like it's actually attached to the life preserver. Trident's actually actually have a use in building. Don't believe me? Well, take a look at this. By simply throwing a trident into place on a flower pot, we can make our very own mop to put on display. Is it expensive? Sure. But going the extra mile for details is always worth it in my eyes. How do we get this fish inside this aquarium? Well, listen close, because it's a weird set of steps. See, if you start with a chest like so, add a glass block on top, and then lay out an item frame with a map on the bottom, we can get the hitbox in such a way where if you put a bucket of fish right here, it'll stay alive inside of the glass block, giving us a proper functioning fish bowl. Let's make this tiny bird bath, because for as cute as this looks, it's actually just as simple to build. All we need to do is waterlog a slab, then add in 4 signs to both block the water and add a lip to the bath.
Mana? Ha? Ako lang. Puntahan ka. Ako lang eh. What? Was it on 3?
Bowl. And just like that, we've got the perfect spot for your parrots to hang out and chill. Literally. Take a look at these walls. Now, from afar, nothing looks too out of the ordinary. But up close, you'll notice that we actually did the unthinkable. We used walls as walls. And honestly, I'm amazed it isn't more popular to do this. You get more space for your interior, and it's cheaper than just using full regular blocks, both of which make this worth a try on your next base. With the help of the new mangrove planks, we can build something like this. I'm so sorry. But if you want to build this suspicious statue in your own world, all you need are some mangrove slabs, 2 doors, and a trap door to cover up the block for the center visor. Plus, if you partner this with the new skulk blocks, that will really make this look out of this world. You might not notice it at first, but down here, we've added a special room trim to the walls of the house. And how did we do this? Well, the answer comes down to item frames, but not how you'd think. But rather, if you use an item frame to mark your spot and then type in this command, you can summon a falling sand entity right into place. And the end result is pretty convincing. When you're making a big build, sometimes the littlest details can go a long way. And for that, I think particle effects definitely fit the bill. And while there are plenty of existing ones to put on display with command blocks, that doesn't stop us from making our own. For example, take this vat of acid. By itself, it looks pretty bland, more like a green pool than anything else. But add some invisible armor stands into position with slime blocks on their head, and now we've got a bubbling mixture fit for a radiation warning. Or hey, do what these folks did and add some custom leaves falling off your cherry tree. When you're building something as grandiose as a volcano, every detail helps to sell the image. And nothing is more disappointing than a mediocre Mordor. So to kick your lava builds up a notch, this user has a great solution. By using an open defense gate, we can separate our lava from the campfire, but still have the smoke billow out the top. And that, folks, adds a great particle effect to any lava lakes you plan on adding, especially when you partner with hay bales. One of the many challenges in the building community is how do you make circles in a game made of blocks? Now, the simple answer should be you can, but it doesn't stop building hopefuls from making the illusion. So while everyone else looks for pixel art circle guides and generators, let's deviate and use stairs instead. With an example like so, we can make a ring design inside of your base's wall. And now we'll just have to wait until Mumbo turns this into a door. When it comes to decorating your walls, Minecraft has options, but they're limited. Don't get me wrong, paintings and map walls look great, but they also tend to take up a chunk of space. So for a smaller footprint without sacrificing detail, why not mix your banners and item frames to make a fully functional mob poster, which I think gives you possibly the best way to label any of your mob farms going forward. It can be a tough balance making your build look both run down and well made. So instead of giving off the destruction vibe with TNT, let's look elsewhere for our added details. And in this case, say we've got ourselves a pirate ship, but just wool alone isn't selling it on the sails. Well, stuff that very wool on a crafting table to make some banners, and the tattered look will be a lot more convincing going forward. With how clean Minecraft's textures can be, it can often be tough to make something look weathered or destroyed. Take a ruined portal, for example. These are supposed to be burnt up and badly damaged.
I forgot I was recording. Da-na-na-na-na. We are tonight, tonight, just tonight. I was here for you. I going everywhere, just I will know where just. Don't know what to do. I know that I lost. Don't know I lost the home. I don't know you all. I just go every night. Feel night go. Night gone when it's over, light just go and night times. We are best friends forever. We are best friends forever. 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 Just like every best friends, best friends forever. Let's fly Congos together, Congos together, Congos. Let's fly Congos, just Congos together, Congos together, Congos. Let's fly Congos together, Congos together, Congos. Let's fly Congos, Congos together, Congos together. Let's fly Congos. Let's fly Congos together, Congos together, Congos. Let's fly Congos. Let's fly Congos together, Congos together, Congos. Congots. Let's fly Congots. Let's fly Congots. Together, Congots. Together, Congots. Let's fly Congots. Fly Congots together. Congots together. Congots. Congots. Let's fly Congots together. Congots together. Congots. Fly Congots. Fly Congots. Together. Congots. Together. Congots. Let's fly goats together. Congots together. Congots. Let's fly Congots together. Congots together. Congots. Let's fly Congots. Oh, Congots together. Congots. 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 Okay, first build slabs. Then add to the blocks smooth stone, which is well, it's on this side. Because it's taking me 1 hour. Okay, check it. To get the screens, and so I'm gonna use Blind Conquer. It's bigger than me. Like so. just for 3. 61. 61, yeah. Delete, please. Mom, making our house. Now let's look at this. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah. What should I use? Very bad. Another some stone. The wolf's inside. Okay, shut up. This is irritating, so annoying. No here. No, lago. Where is it? Copper. Why does it keep? Yeah, it's come on. Oops. Joe Biden asked him if he wants money. Joe Biden asked him if he wants money. exercise. And then we'll get some. I know what I even said that. Yeah. Yes. What?
Ay? Pila na iya? Wala pa man na. Ha? Asa sa?
Andre Alinabon, Black 6 na 3, awala to.
Wala pa tao diri.
Black 6 na 4 lagi.
Unsa face to na? Wala para ba si Dennis? May trabaho po. Tutuar ba ko'y kwarta?
What's that package?
Inside, inside. Inside lang, good.
Okay, director.
Ba't hindi nila face to be ah? Kay Black 3 ni Black 4 dala. Wala man ikaw, dugan.
Black 6.
Oh, dili na dali. Wala na face to be. Ah, wala na oh.
I need that slab. Actually, I need a door here. Oh. What's that slab again? The slab's here. Smooth stone slab. I'll use this. Smooth stone. Okay. 4. Up to the stairs. Whoops. There's the stairs. This is where we are at. How much stairs is this? 1, 2, 3. This is where we are at. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm finished cutting this. It's 11. Yes. Hot. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that.
No, they're making a message.
Mom making our house.
Our house?
Yes. Look. This is it by now.
That's our kuan.
This is the gate. Okay. Yeah, I'll use quartz. Mom, making the aircon. Malak, making the aircon. Making the aircon. Loom. Banner. Yes. Same height. Yeah. Ma. Ma. Look, it blends in. Look. I made this and this. Look. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. So it's one of those. There was on the ground, there was a paper towel on the ground, and it was weird. The police also noticed that there's two different sizes. One of them they speculated to be about a woman's shoe, maybe a 5, either Brittany or Jana or somebody else. And then they also found a men's shoe size of a whopping 14. They're like, this is a gnarly foot. It's not your casual walking down the street. Like, this is Bigfoot. No offense. Size 14 feet, sorry. You know, but it's a huge foot, right?
Yeah.
It's not your average male size. So they're like, okay, so obviously we think that there was someone pretty big in here, which they kind of already concluded looking at the damage that was done to the girls. And the huge shoe theory, it was weird because the footprints of that huge shoe stopped at a kitchen sink in the back. So they thought, okay, so either this person came here, took off their shoes, rinsed off the blood so that they wouldn't leave any more footprints, or either they took it off, rinsed it off, and then put them into a bag and carried them out of the Lululemon. Now there was another thing that was weird, which is that the fire exit, very back of the store, there's this fire exit door. There was blood leading up to it, a lot of blood, and then there was even blood on the handle of the fire exit in the back, but there was no blood outside.
White
Like not even a
dye.
little drop of blood, no footprints, not even a little tiny inkling that they could. I mean, they literally scoured, literally microscoped the back, and they could not find any blood outside of the fire exit door.
So you're saying like inside the door,
Yeah.
on one side there's blood,
Yeah.
and outside there's no trace of blood.
So that's why they theorized that it was not the assailants, the perpetrators that left through the back. It wasn't the criminals that left through the back. They thought maybe one of the girls had rushed there and tried to leave or trigger the alarm because the fire door itself, it had an alarm system. So if you opened it without inserting your key first, then the alarm would go off, right? So maybe it looked like that, but they got
So this is this go from there.
They thought maybe the attackers forced one
And
of the girls
it's
to
going
leave
round.
the door and they could open it. And then when they looked outside, maybe they saw a passerby, maybe they saw it wasn't safe, or maybe they saw like a security camera or something, and they didn't exit through the back. Street, which is just filled with retail shops and restaurants.
Yeah.
The only place that has a security camera is the Apple store. Lululemon does not.
Look, I'm done with the aircon, okay?
So there's no trace of anything?
There's a little
We're
bit
going
of
to
footage
the back.
outside of the Apple store, but it's not much. So they immediately went to the hospital, and she was very, very lucky because the store is superficial. So she only has 2 wounds that require stitches and bandages, one on her forehead and one between the webbing of her hands, like in between her fingers. And mainly the rest of all of those like gashes and wounds, they were pretty light, so all they had to do was like alcohol wipe them, just make sure that they're clean so they don't get infected. Now, she was questioned immediately because there was video on this was upset, right? And she was really shaken up and she was like, okay, like, I'm gonna tell you everything, right? So she said that
I'm going to the room.
and that's what they said. They literally said, okay, bye, and they locked up the door and they started walking away. Now, Brittany, she was headed to a bus. She was taking public transit, and Jana, she was headed towards her car. So Jana gets in the car, gets on her bus, and they go their separate ways. Now, weeks now, and she had to call a bunch of coworkers to get Jana's number. So like she called one, they didn't pick up because it was Friday night. She called another one, they didn't pick up. She called another one, and they were like, oh, I don't have a personal number. And then she had to call multiple different coworkers so she could get Jana's number, right? So finally, she gets Jana's number, and she calls her and she says, oh my god, like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm not gonna go home right now. I don't think anyone can pick me up. Like, do you mind, you know, like, just go back to school with my support. Now, Jana, on the other hand, she was already like halfway home. I mean, yeah, she like goes to the school, so she was already halfway home. And she's like, you know what? It's okay. I also left my laptop, which I was just gonna grab in the morning tomorrow, but since you're
I did the backside of the
so she's like, I'll see you at the school soon.
aircon. I went outside to see the backside of the aircon, and yeah.
So then she's like, why would I go find parking, right? So she parks the car, they open up the front door, they don't lock it behind them, they don't even turn on the lights because the man says that this whole system is building, you know? And they literally manage the wallet and the laptop. And so they pitch in the back, and I believe Jana had left her laptop and then gone towards the front while she was waiting. And
The sword banner. Colin.
Okay, so there's no people waiting outside at Apple Store?
because this is like the seventh floor. So now, you know, the next morning, it's probably going to be a couple hours, right? And that's when two men show up. And they had first through the front door that was unlocked. And they were trying to like slide behind some floating rails and not to look like got knocked over, right? And Brittany said that they were wearing head to toe black clothing. They had black masks on. One of them had a black
Concrete.
backpack on. One of them was also really, really tall, like about 6 feet. The other one was really, really short. And she said that she couldn't identify anything. She couldn't identify what skin color they had or anything like that. The only thing that she said about anything, I guess, other than the clothing was the fact that by the voices, she assumed that they were Caucasian. Just by the way that they were talking, by the things that they were saying, she assumed that they were white. And one of them immediately, the big one, they punched Jana in the head and started dragging her towards the back. The short one grabs Brittany by the hair and just started kind of like putting the knife towards her, and she was dragged to the back as well. And so at this point, she ends up in the employee bathroom, and during all of this, while they're getting dragged by their hair to the back of the store, they're being called dirty whores, dirty bitches, and so Jana is Caucasian, Jana's white, and Brittany Norwood is African American, she's black. And so she was being called the N-word by these assailants, by these fucking criminals who were calling her the N-word and calling her a dirty blank. And so this, I mean, what the heck, right? And so they keep screaming at them, they're like, where's the money, right? And so the short one had taken Brittany, and he's like, where's the freaking money, He forces her to open the 3 safes that are under the register, and forces her to put them into his backpack. So she's like shoveling the money into his backpack, and then he grabs her again, drags her back into the employee bathroom, and that's when she gets assaulted sexually. She was raped, right? On the bathroom floor. And during this, I mean, it's
Okay.
crazy because
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exist. But during the assault, he was saying things like, I've never been with a dirty N-word. I would never put my D in a dirty N-word, but whatever. Like, just disgusting. And then he would say things very torturous, like, shut up or you'll never have kids, and would just start slowly cutting into her tummy. And afterwards, he went outside while she was like laying there crying, because how traumatizing that is. He grabbed a wooden hanger, came back, and assaulted her with that hanger. And she said that he said he wouldn't stop until she started enjoying it. So real same. And then he hit her on the head, and it was so hard that she said that she kind of like blacked out. Like she was trying to focus and focus until she felt like she was gonna die, but she just like couldn't. It was like the weirdest thing. during all of this that was happening to Brittany, she said that she heard Jayna just screaming bloody murder. Like, just, Jayna was not going down without a fight. And she was being dragged, even when Brittany was putting money into the safe, where she could literally see from the corner of her eye, Jayna was being dragged around the hallway by this big-ass 6-foot-something dude. And she could see him beat her, and slowly she said that Jayna's screams started to get fewer and less.
Nobody was there.
Maybe because they were yeah, I'm gonna get into it, yeah. And so her screams just started fading off, and that's when, you know, she just said that it was so much blood. She didn't know what to do. There was just blood everywhere, you know. She was in the employee bathroom, she could see into the hallway, there was just blood everywhere. She was zip-tied at her legs and her arms, and I don't know, she just kept saying there was too much blood. Like, the police, they said, the one that interviewed her, they said that she was just inconsolable. There was nothing that she was just sobbing. Her shoulders were shaking, and at one point they couldn't understand her. It was a lot. And the police officer who actually was, you know, talking to Brittany, she didn't know that Jayna was dead yet. And so Brittany just kept asking, like, how is Jayna? Where's her friend? Is she okay? Is she okay? And it was asking her, yeah, I'm gonna find out for you, right? And it's a lot of survivor's guilt, so Brittany is constantly thinking, like, it just was a lot. The police, they kept telling her it's not your fault because, you know, you did not expect this and no one could have expected this. And also, these are criminals. Like, you were not involved for other nasty people's behaviors. So that's what Brittany Norwood went through. And Jayna's autopsy is just going to make this story even worse. This is probably one of the most brutal autopsies that I've read in a really long time. So Jayna, she had at least 331 specimens. 332. And these are just the ones that weren't exposed. Think about your body. How much surface area do you have in it, right? So she had those were all the separate rooms that weren't overlapping other rooms. So you can assume that was all part of the self-destroyer, right? And her face and neck area is 230. So you're talking, I mean, they said, the quote is, her face was demolished, unquote. It is brutal. Her skull suffered 17 fractures. She had, stabbing, beating wounds. She had 105 self-defense wounds, which means she's trying to block things with her chest and her arms and her torso, trying to push her head and her throat. It's crazy. So the forensic analysts who did this case, they did over 3,000 autopsies, but they never seen someone with that many defensive wounds. It's insane. They also said this is gonna literally shatter your heart. It will murder you. This was not a fight that was passed down over the other This was a strong heart. Like, and she was alive up until the very, very last blow, which was a 3.5-inch deep blow to the back of her head, and this singular stab would sever her spine. So that was a fatal wound. And I mean, 331 injuries. We're talking, I don't know how much that was at the time, so we don't have a good estimate. The police don't have a good estimate. But if you just imagine even tapping like a pen to your table without force, you know, or without someone fighting. The table's not fighting you. Imagine tapping it 331 times. It's gonna be a lot. And at least 5 different wound patterns were at least 5 different weapons. They estimate there was a wrench, a hammer, the rope around her neck was used, a razor blade, 2 box cutters, a serrated knife, and a metal rod. They're all part of the things they suspect to be
Okay,
weapons.
Ma.
I mean, you're talking about a great deal of consistency.
Ma,
This is not somebody who's like.
I counted the stairs and it's exactly 10.
It seemed insane.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This part broke my freaking heart. And I think I can kind of relate to this that like, really, I mean,
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
Well, Jaina had clumps of her own hair down in her hands. So it seems like it was, kind of like a mixture of self-defense. Like she's holding on so hard to her hair, but also, a lot of people saw it as vandalism, which is what a lot of people do. So that is Jaina's autopsy. And the detectives, I mean, they were shook. The main detectives on the scene, the one that we mainly focus on, his name is Dimitri. And I actually watched this show who interviewed Dimitri, and he's really interesting. He's immigrant, he's done that
Ma,
really happy.
look, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, let me explain. If you've never heard of Uncommon Goods, they help you find the just right thoughtful gifts for all of your Broadway loves. Because why would you get something that you love? Just a generic mug with their name initial. Gifts are hard, especially with the holidays coming on. You don't want to like give someone a gift and they're just like, oh, and their shoulders go and they're like, oh, it's cute. Yeah, no, I love it. Gift cards. That's so lame, okay? People don't want gift cards. Personalized stuff, meaningful stuff. No matter who you're shopping for, Uncommon Goods has the perfect gift. They have biscuits, kitchen, home and bar. They've got art. They literally have this one thing that I'm obsessed with. They have a bubble tea kit that you can do. You can make it on cheese. You can make it on hot sauce. They also have these like crazy little sailing glasses. Oh my gosh. And they also don't just put anything on their website. They look for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or designed in the US. So you'll always find something that's meaningful and always out of the ordinary. With every purchase that you make at Uncommon Goods, they also give $1 back to a nonprofit partner of your choice, which is amazing. And they've already donated more than $2 million today, just right now, for a limited time to get 15% off your first gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/rock. 15% off your first gift, whether that's to yourself or to somebody else. Go to uncommongoods.com/rock. Literally, we just had a water pause, and my fiance's like, I was not expecting this, I tell you. Like, you talk like a 50-year-old. This literally, this case is so rotten. They start interviewing the workers at Apple because they're like, okay, well, like, if the security footage isn't going to give us all this information, maybe some of you guys can. Who's going here that day? Like, how long did you guys stay? Were you here around 6 p.m.?
I'm making the whole house. Those are the walls.
And so all of them were like, oh yeah, we were here. We were closing that day. And then the whole security was crazy because the workers had established through the murder and the assault. You don't share a wall. It's so strange to see what the employees are. She's like, yeah, and I heard screaming, I heard squealing, I heard banging. And I thought because it was a Friday night that the noises were coming from the street. But then, I went into the back room and the noise continued. So I'm like, well, it can't be from the street because I'm in the bathroom right now. And she could hear all of these weird noises. There were high-pitched screams, lower-pitched hauntings, some cracking noises.
I'm almost done.
Hysterical sounds. It was a lot. So then she decided to stop the bottle from her. So she's like, hello, Ricardo, can you help me? Because I think the screams are coming from next door, from Lululemon. So he's like, what screams? So he walks into the bathroom and he listens and he hears screams. And he tries to get closer, so he puts his ear up to the wall that they share with Lululemon. And he said, and I quote, he heard agonized breathing. Agonized breathing. Okay?
You're breathing?
Yeah, like agonized. Like,
But that's a lot
yeah.
to hear.
And so then, I'm laughing because of how nasty this is, okay? He decides to just bang on the wall like an annoyed neighbor. And the noises stopped for a little while, so they just went about their merry way.
They thought they were doing it?
No, they just didn't know what it was. They were just like, you know how when you're like loud and your neighbor's like, hey, shut up in there, right?
But what is he expecting?
Exactly.
Maybe
Why
he's
it's so
expecting
loud.
their use of nasty.
Actually, no. He was interviewed and he said that he felt like it was just coworker drama. And I quote, he said coworker drama. So yeah, just a little, maybe they dropped a clothing rail, which was like the banging noise, and then got into like a more catty side. And then when they banged on the wall, the noises kind of stopped for a little bit. Now, Jane says that she heard two voices. One of them saying, please don't do this to me, just talk to me, please. And then another one, possibly this girl, she doesn't remember, God help me, God help me. Yeah. They never called 911, they never sent their, I mean, this is the crazy thing. Like, okay, what people were saying, why don't you just send the Apple security card? Fine, maybe that's the next company rules or decide. Why don't you call 911? Literally, what's the worst that can happen? They show up, they realize it's just girl drama and they leave. Like, what could be the worst thing that happens? I don't know.
Maybe this is similar to thing. Like, you always look for your senior manager's approval on whatever action. If your manager's like, oh, no big deal, then you're way less likely to call you anyway.
I never shit on people for
Ma, this is quartz right here. And this is smooth stone.
right? But in situations like this where you're literally not putting your life in danger and all you have to do is call 911
So-
and say, hey, someone next door that sounds crazy. Like you literally don't even have to stay. You don't even have to be like, I'm gonna wait for the police to get here. You can just leave about your merry way and the police will hopefully follow up on it.
Yeah, but to me, this sounds like the girl was suspecting something, and the manager thought it was just drama, so no action.
Like, what kind of explanation is the drama? Like,
Crazy.
I've never heard a retail worker say to like how you could fight like that. Just after closing. I honestly think the sex scenario would be more believable.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, I thought they were just like doing it after
Exactly.
closing. Like that I can understand. But really just go with the drama? Anyway, so the police are trying to piece together the timeline. So they realized that Jana had actually called Rachel, the other manager, at around 10 p.m. saying, hey, we just left up and I'm on my way home. So Rachel didn't know that she went back to go get the wallet, so these were left her first thing she right? And when she drove back, Apple employees started hearing her screaming around 10:05-ish maybe, right? And so they assumed that's around the time that they were there. So Rachel was able to cut the alarm system around 9:45. The alarm was set and they left the store. And around 10:07, I believe, the alarm. So we have the time frame.
Nawala si Bono.
So the main suspect.
Hey, mas mami.
Dudes. Those two dudes in the security camera.
Bruno.
I don't know.
Go open the gate.
Si Sierra siguro. Ha? Sierra siguro. Sierra may nagagawa.
So why don't we just take
Tapos mo,
Luna knows how to open doors.
Kinsa may ni sulod? Kinsa ni sulod?
Why don't we try robbing another store, right? They might be that ballsy. Honestly, they really had no reason to go on. So it was like, let me just stick out with 11, right? To see if the two guys would show up again. And they freaking did. They showed up again! So like, both of you want the fork, right? They're like, you need to come in, you need to get questioned, we're taking you into the police station. So they bring in both of the men.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
They were just casually walking.
During business hours?
Yeah, it's like, what
Wait.
the heck?
Just walking on the street or going into Lululemon?
No,
What
walking
were
on
they doing?
Bethesda Road.
Just during business hours?
Yeah.
And the police, like, you two looked suspicious.
Yeah, they were like, you literally matched the same description. One's tall, one short. They were both wearing black again. So they were like,
Same outfit.
yeah, same outfit. They were like, what the heck? So they bring them into the police station. They sit them down in the interrogation room. They pull out that security footage from Apple and they're like, is this you? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, who's this you? Yeah. Where are you going? What kind of outfits are you wearing? Well, what do you mean? We're busboys at the local restaurant. We literally got off our shift and we were headed out. And we walked the same way because we lived in the same direction. So the police were like, nah, you better sit down. All of you at the restaurant,
No one.
they are busboys. They were working that night.
He just doesn't.
Together.
He knows how to open doors.
Their time wasn't counted for. Yeah.
So they never...
So the police are like, are you in both of them, one of them's tall, one of them's short, they're both wearing black, they both have, one of them has a backpack, one of them is wearing, both of them are wearing the little ski masks that people down, you know, on top of their heads. Like, what are the odds of that? I mean, I guess the black for being a busboy is common in the restaurant business, but like the odds of like that short one, that tall one, and the tiny, and just all of it, and the fact that their faces weren't seen on the security cameras, like it just was insane. They were like, what are the odds? And then it's just gonna get even crazier with coincidences because they finally get a call from the tip line. It's pretty solid, and it's about a home with walk in. I look over and walk around and get down and he's known to just aggressively pursue and try to make sexual advances on women all the time. He's known to be just a very aggressive out at this local bar. this is not the dude. I mean, this person is absolutely not capable of carrying out that attack. That attack was vicious, it was orchestrated, it was not. It's just doing things that that's what they said. Which I think is weird because I don't think it's very good to explain how it's just fine. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense, right? And they also said clothes with few blood splatters. You don't have blood on your clothes. Like if you were walking out with literally to a corner movie, you're not really walking out with like little kid and okay?
Yeah,
So this is that's where the shoe was found. So they had found the shoe from the top shelf of the store at the crime scene, and the bottom of the shoe had been cleaned, like they'd been washed with blood. So the bottom part where you actually step on the ground was clean, but the top was splattered in blood. So they're like, no way. Both of them. They were like kind of confusing us because okay, so they left barefoot, right? So that kind of makes sense. Like, did they bring, like, did they use, like, in that backpack, did they bring another pair of shoes? Like, that's not really something kind of bring. Like, if you're robbing a store, like, oh, I need to bring an extra pair of shoes. So I know now, I think there's
Ma,
and so they decided
you know I was up there.
they're just dead ends. They're like, we literally have nothing.
I'm already at
So they
the
called
top.
Brittany. She had actually gone home one day later from the hospital.
Mom, I'm already at the top.
I quote, it's because the doctor said that her wounds were pretty significant in her body. And when they asked her, everything about the story was that they weren't really doing anything new or anything. They were just making her more hysterical because now she's retelling the story and she's hysterical, physically crying, and there was one detail which was pushed on top of Dana's body, that the short dude had dropped over and it's like sitting her down.
Sit down.
And they said that they're lucky that they're more cute and stuff. So that was again one time. And they're like, ah, we have nothing new. So the detectives are like, this is just so far.
SM, I'm making a room. Okay. I'm in our house. Okay. Oh, is this A4 paper?
Don't use that, it's mine.
Yeah, it's A4 paper.
It's not paper, it's illustration board.
Oh. Blackboard and a whiteboard. Look, it's a blackboard and a whiteboard. What are you gonna make with that? Yeah, what are you gonna make with that?
Stairs.
Oh yeah, it's a game. Give me the phone back.
Kidding. Dude, that was a joke. Give me the phone back. Hello. Give me something. Hindi ko na.
Yeah, I removed it from there. I think you're an idiot. You can search up your game.
Oh yeah, let's see. See, Sam, it's right here. I told you I knew.
I don't. Why did I go to school
I already
again?
deleted one of your games.
Oh yeah. Which game is it?
Revenge is best served cold. The block game.
What block games?
Sorry.
Yeah, what block game? Sage of. You know, Mom also plays that.
I'm kidding.
Sage of.
Search it.
Stage of Minecraft. It doesn't show up in why do you still have Roblox on here?
Everything was from the store. All of the weapons, including the zip ties used to tie up the women, were found from inside the store. Now the toolbox, that was from the store. Everything inside the toolbox, all the other weapons, the rope was from inside the store. The t-shirt used to strangle Brittany was from inside the store. Everything was from inside the store. And the store itself, in the back, is not the most organized things. They don't just have a wall of supplies and it's just labeled zip ties. And it's just labeled toolbox. Like first aid kits, fire hydrants, those are a little bit different. But like a toolbox, usually it's like someone in the store has to know where it is. Like if I walked into a Lululemon and walked straight into the back, it would take me some time to find a toolbox. Right? That's just weird. And the whole thing, this whole thing is nightmare chaos. This is literally straight out of a nightmare chaotic movie. And you're telling me that the criminals got up every 2 seconds to get a new weapon, got up to get zip ties, got up to find a toolbox, got up to do all of these things? The Apple Store employees also never mentioned hearing anybody's voices. So what about the screaming of the faceless words, about the dirty wars, the torches? I mean, if you could hear the girls, you would have to very aggressive men.
Yeah.
We're talking about the whole new details of dragging a person to a practically dead body of her coworker just to what? To mess with her? I mean, this person sounds like a sadist, right? What people and get up on it? This person Dimitri just didn't like Brittany's decision. They were literally the worst people out there. They were misogynists, rapists, robbers, murderers, torturers, sadists. They said they literally gathered every nasty people one being.
Phil 1:6 to 1:20.
They're getting really out there.
1:6 to 1:20. 1:6 to 1:20.
They're just a robber.
1:6 to 1:20.
And a murderer, right? And a sadist, and a torturer. This sounds like a killing. And now you're saying not only is there one of these people, but there's two. They're working in a team. Yeah.
Here. Go ahead, go ahead.
This is crazy.
So he's sitting there and he's thinking all these things and this is that. This is that. And he's talking to his wife. He's telling his wife that I'm not thinking of this. Because I can
Store.
and I will lose my career if I even question sexual function. Or what do I do? Now, there is the issue of the car. Are you paying attention? Where's the illegally parked car that was illegally parked at the front of the store when it came to get the wallet? Technically, it should still be there. Janet did not leave her keys in the car, right? So why isn't it there? Why wasn't it there? Right? In the early hours of the morning when Apple employees and Apple I remember seeing the car, and he was like, I was literally driving around 12 and it was the night, right? And looking at him, and it was just driving home with y'all, right? The wife had just like this dude just driving. I'm like, excuse me, sir, what were you doing with our tax dollars at the time? I was like, it's not legit. He's like, and I drove past this random parking lot about 3 blocks away, and there was this car parked there, and I wrote it in my license plate because I thought that was beauty. And I saw that the headlights were on, and it looked like someone was in the passenger seat. he was like 12 in the morning. So this was 2 hours after the attack. And then he drove back to that parking lot.
It's
around
2:22.
and nobody was reporting that.
Minus 8. Minus.
And this is also something that has been well known as Kobe and my
One.
you probably listen to one of these shows after that. It got into that dimension and it just everything. It shined a light on the story of Dr. Dawson, the Brazilian that allowed him to name and kill 33 patients in Texas. So now I'm trying
5.
journalist and host Laura Neal is back with a new story about a doctor who created his cars. They couldn't be rare diseases in the middle of the past. And I'm talking about a doctor who
Can you guys smoke now? Please, we're busy here, oh.
He for years diagnosed thousands of patients with cancer. He was one of the most well-respected oncologists in the show, and his patients believed.
Wait.
And I think they believed him when he told them that they needed chemotherapy and other things.
Wait.
And they believed that he would save them.
2 red and 2 glass.
I put it there just in case we need it. 861 22. Hey guys! I know I said that. Can't get the spoon right now.
Yes.
No one did it.
They found a mark on one of them, and it looked like the mark. Only one of them had it. So they were like, okay, this looks like she freaking tied her little hands up in the air together, right? Which, by the way, if you guys go Google it, in hindsight, maybe you could get a slight drug table and go straight to drug table out of it. But Brittany was found with her hands in the air. Did I mention that? Yeah, her hands were tied up above her head. But they weren't tied to anything. So she was just laying there with her hands above her head. She could have she was tied together by herself. Like her hands were tied together and her ankles were tied together. She said that she got knocked unconscious.
Oh, what?
And when they found her, her hands were tied above her head. When it's just not a natural way to lay down. Like literally lay on your bed right now and then hold your hands, put them above your head.
Yeah,
That's just weird, especially uncomfortable with zip ties. It's so easy to break them down. So just keep that in mind, right? So that's when Detective Dimitri tells the whole team about his suspicions about Brittany, and everyone's like, you know for a fact that this could literally end our entire team's careers, right? Like not just you, not just me, but that fucking receptionist in the front, the janitor. I'm talking everyone, like everyone. This is one of the most high-profile cases of Bethesda, and you want to be like, nah, there's not two negatives, there's just one. Like you're crazy. It's a little bit. We need to try our best. We need to not question Brittany like a murder suspect, but just catch her in small lies, you know? If we catch her in small lies, then we can move on to the bigger ones without anyone being like, oh, how dare you? What are you doing? And so that's when they decided to question her again. And the small one that they were trying to catch her on was like, hey, have you ever seen Freedom Park? Like, do you know what it looks like? Do you know like the color of it, the weight level, everything? Like, remember when we saw it once before that night? Not really. So she's like, never been to a ride home, never been inside the car. Nope. I have never been inside the car. Said Brittany would. So she said like, then why is your hat and your blood in your car? And she said, I don't know. She just practically was just like, okay, well, I don't really know what you're talking about, so bye. And I mean, it is really hard because it's not really a smoking gun. And again, imagine if they're wrong. Imagine if they're wrong. So even in a low profile case where it's just a suspect, not even a victim, you kind of be sure before you try to do some crazy shit, right? But now
I load this
a
up.
victim, high profile case, you can't do this. So they just kind of let her go for a second, right? So she leaves the police
Might
station,
load this.
and this feeling is just growing inside of them. And then finally, all of a sudden, they were gonna bring Brittany back in for another questioning, but Brittany calls them up. And she's like, actually, I like to call them because I remembered something. You know, I was showering, and I remembered something about the crime. This is the thing with criminals who are fake victims. It's actually like sometimes you do in the book.
But she had to cover it up.
Gina, there's
And she knows, like, imagine you want
Stop. So they're like, so how did you get from the car to the weapons store? Cece walked 3 blocks from the car to the Lululemon store. By this point, you had an ash on your head, right? And like you were bleeding a little bit somewhere. Yeah. Did you, for 3 blocks, did you pass anyone on your way? Oh, yeah, but nobody, I guess, cared. Okay, so you saw people, you didn't ask them for help, and they didn't ask if you were okay, and they didn't care. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Brittany, why don't you just run us from the top again? Why don't you just tell us again exactly everything that's happened? And that's when we realized that for the 3rd time, all the little details of your story that first made her seem like a credible witness, they were all there. That's weird. Police say that it's alarming when your story changes. It's even more alarming when it almost seems like your story is the same word for word, detail by detail, every single time. Or sometimes if you retell the story multiple times, you might omit a detail once in a while, but the action is just exactly the same. That's a little weird. And so finally, there's 2 cops in the room. One of them just goes, listen,
Why won't the end just go out?
because I don't know what happened. Brittany says, I told you what happened. No. What you've done is you've concocted an incredible story that just doesn't make sense. Your injuries are self-inflicted. It's incredible that you want me or anyone to believe that you're just lying with your hands over your head like this. Overnight. That's posed. You know that, right? Nobody's gonna believe this story. Nobody. He doesn't believe it. My boss doesn't believe it. I don't believe it. When I tell your sister and your brother outside, they're not gonna believe it. When I go and call your mom and dad, they're not gonna believe it. And her response to all of this is, can I just go home? What? And so the police are like, oh my lordy. So they go outside and the police present all of the evidence first to the sister, Marissa. And Marissa, she looks at all the evidence and she almost believes it. Like, it seems like she believes it. She just starts crying. They can't really use her to help with the case, right? Now, Chris, on the other hand, her older brother, is presented with all of this evidence and he's like, yeah, it's not really convincing, you know? There must be a reason for all of this. I don't really believe you, right?
So we spoke with sister?
No, the police, they're like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, she seems a little sus, but she's definitely not the imposter. You know, it's just, like, I get why you think that, but nah. Like, there's so many things that, it's just not, I don't believe it. So Chris does not believe the police, right? And so that's when they bring in Chris, and Brittany's interrogation room. And the whole time, no, your sister murdered Dana. And the whole time, Brittany's either denying it or she's just staying silent. And at one point, Brittany looks at the so the police see Chris look.
What do you mean? Like, you literally
Like, she's just staring at the ground, but she doesn't know.
so they want to leave the talk. And that's still evidence?
Now, what's crazy to me is that if we go into an interrogation room, don't you for 1 freaking second think that you're not being recorded. Okay, like, you could walk into a store and they could be recording you, okay? You better believe that the interrogation room is recording you. They probably have a microphone on your fucking chair. They can probably hear you fart. Listen, I'm telling you, they had no idea. So the cameras and the mics were picking everything up. And there was just a team full of police officers in the next room watching this. Like, I'm just imagining a tiny little screen and just like 50 people watching it. Like, it was a lot of people
Isn't there
watching
like
it.
2-way, one side and there or
I
something?
don't think they have the one-sided mirror.
Okay. Okay.
And so the cameras are recording all of this. And Brittany, the whole time, can be heard saying, do you think they're recording us? Do you think they can hear us? Do you think they're listening to us? And Chris looks at her and so confidently says, no, I've looked. There's no recording devices in the room. Oh, yeah, Chris, because it's just gonna, like, she's gonna
Are
be a
you
big
serious?
fucking little camera. It's gonna be a YouTuber vlog setup with a tripod and everything. Like, really, Chris? Really, Chris?
Oh my gosh.
And so Chris, the entire time he's sitting there, and he's like, did you do this? And Brittany literally says, I don't want to talk about it here. We'll talk about it when we get home. And Chris is like, I'm fairly certain you're not leaving. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to let you go home. And she's like, I just don't want anyone to be disappointed. And Chris is like, I'll never be disappointed with you, okay? And his family, he's over, right? And he even says, Brittany, I'm not going to fucking rat you out, but you need to tell me because I don't think you're going home. And if you need a defense attorney, just tell me. It's an immediate shitstorm. Just tell me. And so he even says, literally, on camera, you have to tell me. Because that evidence is really convincing. I know I said it for the police, it's not convincing. And Brittany, the evidence that they have on me is really convincing. And so the police are just in the next room like, hell yeah! Hell yeah! And Brittany's just like, I don't know, I'm sorry. And that's when Chris goes, was it shoplifting? Which is a very odd reaction to have, yes?
Ooh, it's in a one more time.
Chris says, was it shoplifting?
What does that freaking mean?
What does that mean? Let me tell you what that means. So, the police also did some digging, right? And I did some digging. And let me tell you about a story about when Brittany was on her college soccer team. This was the university team. This is no big deal. She finally made it onto this. She had worked all through high school to get onto this team, all through college. This was the best thing ever. Her team was nice. They were all very amazing. They were all great athletes. There was so much team energy. And then there started to be locker room issues. Things started to go south because a lot of the soccer girls on that team, they were suddenly missing some lip glosses here and there, some earrings here and there, some clothes here and there, some loose cash here and there, some wallets here and there. But it was weird because they realized we'd never had this problem until we
Actually, I'm not making your house.
But the regular stone brick doesn't always sell that. So instead, we could add some of the deep slate and black stone variants to the mix and make charred and damaged stone to your builds, which not only gives the blocks they're using some personality, but also helps your build to tell a story. Farms are a staple of Minecraft design, especially in survival. But we're all used to the fields of wheat, carrots, and beetroots. This might be a stranger sight. Though, sure enough, we can take after this user and add in turtle shell helmets for something of a cabbage plant in your farmland. Just make sure you have the armor stands placed on a daylight sensor down below. Otherwise, they won't have enough height to peek through. The addition of glowing item frames was a huge revamp to how we display our items, and the ability to make these item frames invisible is even more useful, letting us do something like this, where we turn our colorful concrete items into glow-in-the-dark blocks.
stole $1,000 worth of wallet. What kind of hair salon is this? This is disgusting. I can't even trust to put my... Oh my god. Was it an employee?
To place on your wall. Lush caves are one of the more beautiful additions to Minecraft in recent years, but as it turns out, a good thing can get better, because while all this green is a welcome change from the walls of stone nearby, all it takes is a couple of giant mushrooms to make this site even prettier to see. And hey, mushrooms love the dark anyway, so it makes logical sense.
There's no internet. It. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Left it on the chair. So let's know it was just here.
Ah.
He came out to and said that during that entire year, she constantly visited.
Ah.
And then he ended up getting a new girlfriend.
Ah. Ah.
And Brittany literally broke into the house. They both filed a restraining order. Yeah, they both filed a restraining order and they were granted. So the police had, an idea about all the stuff that was going on. Because it's all on her record. And then 2 weeks later, even with that restraining order, the dentist and the program brought her to the office only here. She's sitting in front of the office in her office at the dentist's office. And it's not even the dentist's office.
Mom, when is the internet gonna come back?
Nak, stop doing that, Nak.
Ma, I don't wanna play. I don't wanna build our house. It takes so much. It takes so much time. What's active? Oh, okay. Bye, guys.